Alright, what's up guys? So this is gonna be the first trade recap on this channel. This morning it is currently it's later in the day now. But it's Monday the 4th. We took this trade pretty early into market open. We ended up getting stopped break even after 2 TPs. Which I mean that's fine. So a little bit under 2 hour play. But yeah, then we saw the reversal or whatnot. But let's go into why I took this trade. So when we look at the daily for the S&P, big retracement on the daily. I mean, still technically bullish. We never closed below, so technically bullish, but we could be seeing just a big retracement. 4 hour at this point was still bullish too. But the hourly throughout this trade was bearish. So that's where our confluence was. We saw the hourly be bearish. And then if we let it play out for a little bit, we see big drop down. And this is where we formed our hourly imbalance. So, excuse me. We had this big drop right here, and then we pulled out our fib retracement, and we saw that the imbalance, so then we'd wait for that to get filled again. But by now, after that filled, we kind of went to the smaller time frames. Just marking out some fair value gaps. We had this 5-minute one up here. I guess I had already entered at this point. Let me go back to my entry because that's what I want to show you guys. Okay, so when we formed the hourly imbalance, we were looking for a retracement back up into the 50% mark, and then for it to go back down. So once we see right here, we see it hit that 50% mark. And then I still like to have other confluences. So I mean, we have the hourly imbalance filled. We get a we don't even enter off. It could be a 1-minute break. I'm not too sure, but let me go down to the 1 minute. Maybe we enter off a 1-minute break of structure, but I mainly wait for a fair value gap to be filled then. So if we let this play out, we see basically at this point we're just looking for a fair value gap to be filled for our entry. So right here, this is the point that we're gonna need for break of structure to the downside. And then right here, we ended up forming a fair value gap right here. So then we would look for that to be formed, but we already got the break of structure as well. And then as we can see, continuing going down, but we're looking for an entry. Get up, we tap the fair value gap right there, and that's when pull out our phones and then we enter right there. So, and then I mean, my bad, sorry about that. I mean, even after that, even after we had our entry, it still continued to chop around in this range for some time. And that's mainly just like before I say like a big move down, you'll see like accumulation, like orders will be getting filled before the move down, or I mean vice versa, orders getting filled before the big move up. So that's what that was. So I mean, a little bit of drawdown for a little bit, but I mean, not that big of a deal. And then I mean, we honestly hit TP pretty fast. I mean, still a little bit of chop, and then TP smacked, TP2 right after that. And then yeah, so by now we had already taken out like 50% of our profits. Stops were in break even. So after that, I just set my alerts for TP3 and TP4, and then kind of just let the play out, kind of just let the trade play out. My bad. One thing I like to do though is I never close out of trades manually. I'll only exit if it hits stop loss or take profit. So it was a little bit of a smaller win though today because I mean, let me get out of replay mode. Our first take profit was pretty, yeah, it was only now this was our first take profit, right where so it was only at 0.91, and I take off 30% at my TP1, and then 20% at TP2, which that was a 1R, and then TP3 got hit, and that was 1.4. So it was mainly only like a 1R play. But then we got stopped break even too on the remaining position. So, because I mean, and how I like to set my take profits is, where did this trade just go? Oh, over here. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, TP1 was right under this 15-minute low. TP2 was 15-minute low right there. TP3 then, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's the trade for you guys. I'll post the profits, like, right there or something, for you guys to see. But, I mean, overall, pretty solid for a Monday. I mean, low market volume, for Mondays and whatnot. So, we'll take our win. Make sure you guys comment down below if you guys like these videos. And if you guys do, I will definitely keep on making them. It's also nice to keep myself accountable as well, for going over why I took trades and kind of the recaps on them and my thought process while taking them. So, yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys.